George Clooney became proud dad at 56, though he says it better not leave him alone with the twins. George Clooney thought he'd never remarry or have kids, but things changed when he met Amal Clooney. They married and had twins when the actor was 56. Although he's a proud dad, he can't be left alone with his kids because he's a bad influence. George Clooney is not only renowned for his acting abilities, but he's also fawned over by countless adoring fans. But this heartthrob has vowed, or at least strongly hinted, that he would remain a lifelong bachelor. After his marriage to Talia Balsam ended in 1993, the actor seemed especially reticent to tie the knot again. In 2006, the actor said that marriage was not something he was looking out for specifically. He also kept raising the bet he made with Michelle Pfeiffer in 2007, claiming he would never get married. In 2011, he commented that his first marriage proved how bad he was at it. Again, in 2012, he mentioned that he never thought about marrying. In 2014, he commented once more on the situation, saying that he would not marry again and that he would not have children. In 2015, he claimed that children weren't high on his list and that having children is the most responsible thing anyone could do. He admitted in 2008 that he wouldn't be able to do what Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie were doing. He explained that he wouldn't have the patience or dedication to raise a family, but that he admired those who do tremendously. In 2011, he expanded on why he wouldn't have children, saying raising kids is a huge commitment he isn't ready for. He said his job was his top priority, and he was pretty happy with how he lived his life. He also said that was the reason he wouldn't remarry. But in 2013, everything changed for the actor. Without looking for any relationship, George met Amal, and the two hit it off. He jokingly said he didn't even have to leave his house to meet her. Instead, a friend called and asked to stop by. When George said yes, he discovered the friend was bringing someone along. Now George is all in and having fun while learning the ropes of parenting at the age of 60. So Amal showed up at his house. Coincidentally, the actor's parents were also there, and the group ended up talking throughout the night. They stayed in contact and the relationship slowly progressed. By 2014, he knew she was the woman he wanted to marry. He set up a candlelit dinner and proposed to her in April. Amal had no idea what was coming. After a pasta dinner with the music of Rosemary Clooney playing, George asked her to get a lighter for the candles in a nearby drawer. Instead, she pulled out a ring and he got down on one knee. The attorney was so stunned she took 20 minutes to reply, but said yes nonetheless. A bachelor no more. Having Amal in his life changed things drastically for George. He was very happy, but he didn't see things quite the same way he used to. Now, she was also a priority, and soon the actor would have even more on his hands. After a year of marriage, the two were at a friend's house and decided to go for a walk. Strolling along the neighborhood, the two talked about how lucky they were to have each other. In a roundabout way, Amal suggested they would share their happiness. After about a minute, George responded that he was willing if she was. So the two decided to have a baby. The Burn After Reading actor opened up and said that the decision was emotional for him. For a long time, he thought he knew where his life was heading. He never thought he'd marry or have children, but now he had a wife and was planning on having a child. But he went through with it, and in 2017, at the age of 56, he had twins. At first, when he found out he was having 2 kids instead of 1, he was a bit stunned. The actor described his initial reaction while the sonogram was being taken. "I'm like, baby boy, fantastic." And then they said, "And the other one's a girl." I was gobsmacked because I was kind of up for one. But the Gravity actor's shock soon faded, especially once he had the chance to hold his newborn children. Alexander and Ella Clooney were born in June 2016. George also admitted that having twins turned out to be a blessing during the pandemic, since the two could keep each other company. Now George is all in and having fun while learning the ropes of parenting at the age of 60. His thoughts on the responsibility of child rearing haven't changed, but his outlook has. He said he understands the tremendous love that comes with looking after a child. His age doesn't bother him since he doesn't think he's a perfect age to start being a parent. He also said that he's excited to be a father and that the reality only started setting in a while after the kids were born. He's also trying to be a great role model, but admitted that he loves teaching them dirty tricks. The actors taught the 2 young ones so many pranks that he almost can't be left alone with them. He's taught them a whole arsenal of dirty tricks to shock guests and their mother. George described it as his job to teach them terrible things and admitted with a chuckle, "The worst thing you can do is leave me alone with them for a long period of time because the things they learn are just horrific." Ella initially found the jokes rude and disgusting, but even she started joining her father and brother in the shenanigans. Amal seems to be the only one not really participating. She generally responds to most jokes by asking, "Really? That's what we learned today?" George also opened up about the experience of raising twins. He said that he expected them to be much more alike than they are. He explained that Ella is shy around adults, while Alexander tries to talk to almost anyone. His view is that they have their personalities, and his job is only to guide them in the right direction.